Hello friends, welcome back to another video. If you're new and not subscribed, I'm Kayla Bame, and you should really think about subscribing to my channel because the bestest, greatest things in the world happen when you do that. So, subscribe. Let's try and reach our goal of 6,000 subscribers. I know I'm like really pushing for the 6,000. I appreciate all the support and everybody who's like, yes, subscribe to Kayla, let's go to 6,000, good luck for 6,000. It's so nice. You guys are the best, okay? Anyway, for today's video, I am going to be doing something different. I feel like I start all my intros off like that. Like, I'm gonna be doing something different. Today's different. It's all different, okay? But whenever I do a voiceover for one of my mom's videos, everybody loves the voiceovers. But then there's like a group of people that are like, you should actually try and recreate one of the DIYs. And I was like, oh man. There was a couple of people that were suggesting that I do one of my mom's paper crafts, okay? When a couple of you were suggesting that I do a paper craft, and then my mom was like, you should do a paper craft because she knows I would probably get very irritated doing it. I was like, oh, great video idea. Let's paper craft. Okay, paper crafters, today I'm going to be following the closed tissue box paper crafting on a budget DIY by Kayla Barlow Creations. So according to the tutorial, I needed a plain piece of cardstock paper. I was following this tutorial very intensely, so here we go. And would you look at this fancy tool? I know what I use this for, scraping off paint. Just kidding, I'm going to be using this boring one. And then, following the tutorial, I'm going to score each and every line that Kayla Barlow Creations tells me to score. And I don't understand measurements at all. But you know who does? The genius, Kayla Barlow Creations. So if you don't know measurements either, good luck paper crafting, people.
Look, quarter, half, 3/4, 1, quarter, half, 3/4, 2. So this bigger one is the 1/2 inch line.
After that quick lesson from Kayla Barlow herself, I was ready to continue paper crafting.
Oh, did you cut?
3/4 inch side on this side and a 1/2 inch scoring line on the 11 inch side.
Yeah.
On this
Wait, down away from you. Wouldn't it be up? No, that's not what you
Down,
said.
away.
That's up.
Well, that's down.
This is up. What is what? It's easy. Cutting board time. Okay, Kelly. Wait, why doesn't mine look like yours?
So we should be left with this, which is now.
Yeah, it does.
And so
You cut something.
Pieces to
You cut.
with the paper.
No.
No, you did. No, you had to have cut something.
You didn't cut this down.
At a 1/2 inch.
Well, you didn't tell
Just-
me to.
Cut this side down.
Using just the basic.
Wait, you didn't tell me to cut anything down.
Kayla, I told you at the beginning what my base cardstock was, 6 3/4 by 11.5.
I don't know, Allison. I'm paper crafting right now, okay? Let me think.
And after all that confusion, I was ready to start cutting down my cardstock. And for those of you who think that having KB Creations help me during this paper crafting DIY is cheating, you're right, and I don't care. There was just too many hands in this paper craft, if you know what I'm saying. But nothing was going to stop me from completing this paper craft. So what did I do? I cut away to make sure my base cardstock was her base cardstock. Now I have no idea what KB Creations was thinking here. All of a sudden, my paper crafting DIY has turned into a food haul. Despite all the food being thrown around in my paper crafting video, I still got my scissors and kept on going. Now, I personally thought that the baby scissors was actually a smart strategic move while paper crafting, but KB disagreed and handed me some adult scissors. But absolutely nothing was going to stop me from doing this paper craft. I was determined to make this tissue box holder, so I had to continue.
after we cut this piece away, we've got a scoring line here and a scoring line here.
Just so many scoring lines. How do you keep track?
And even though it sounds like I'm a little bit flustered here, I was flustered, but I figured out what piece to cut and kept on trucking. And at this point in time, I was just sitting there wondering to myself, why? Why do people paper craft? It's just so confusing.
Got this half-inch scoring section, but we've got this small
Okay,
little...
Kelly, you need to settle down while I cut.
But did Kelly settle down? No, she didn't. She just kept on going and going, so I had to pause the video. But even though I had to take the extra time to pause the video, I still figured out what parts I needed to cut. It was almost like the cutting never ended. After I cut one part, she told me to cut another part, and then another part, and then another part. It was just never ending, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make it at this point. But never underestimate a Kayla Bame paper crafter, because I will finish this paper craft. And since I was following this paper craft to the T, Kelly Barlow used gingham paper, so I used gingham paper. I have no idea what the difference is between buffalo check and gingham. It all looks the same to me. So I don't want people coming at me in the comments saying, that's buffalo check, not gingham. They look the same. You're lucky I didn't call it plaid. And if any of you are curious, this is what we had for dinner the night that I did this DIY. KB wanted you to know. And if you followed the tutorial correctly, we are on the next step, which is getting our decorative pieces all cut and ready, because we don't want a boring black box. We want a buffalo check gingham plaid box. And since I was done with that, we could just push that off the table. Here is another clip of KB being absolutely hilarious, showing our Jimmy Dean sausage bowl.
I can't get anything done around here, okay?
Even with all the commotion of Kelly Barlow Creations distracting me, I didn't let that get me down, and I got my little tape glider that I stole from her and added my decorative plaid pieces. And boy, do I love me a good hole puncher. I had to make the hole so you could get the tissues out, but let me tell you, this part was not as simple as Kelly Barlow made it seem. This is where I personally believe that this paper craft video started to go very, very wrong.
Oh no! You guys. This is not what I wanted. Well, I guess we just keep on going.
And you do need to fold back your half-inch tab, and it will cut a piece out of it, but don't worry.
Okay, well, listen.
Now, this is just a prime example of why you should have a little bit of patience while watching these DIYs, because had I waited and watched a little bit farther into the video, I would have made the hole punch perfect.
Oh, I told you to fold that.
I cut the hole and then I messed up and I played the video and you were like, you might want to fold the piece in. And I was like, well.
Even though my hole was going onto the edge of the box, I still taped it together because I wanted to finish this paper craft.
Now to embellish this, I am going to be using these adorable stickers by Crafter Square that I have been looking for an excuse to use because I am obsessed with your box. And so now...
No, mine didn't fold in.
Wait. No. You have to cut this piece out.
You didn't say that.
Yeah, I did.
Yet another problem that occurred in this disastrous paper crafting DIY that I did. I missed a part of the cutting. I don't know how this happened, but don't worry, easy fix, people. And shout out to Linda! In my very expertise opinion here, this was the best part of the paper craft just because Linda's little die cuts here, not to be confused with stickers, do not ever confuse them for stickers, those are not the same thing at all. But decorating the little tissue box with Linda's die cuts was my favorite part of this paper craft. If all I could do was decorate the paper crafts, that would be great because the actual paper craft itself was very confusing and difficult. But you know what wasn't difficult? Playing with these cute little lemon die cuts and decorating the box. And wowie kazowie, I actually did a paper craft, people. Look at how cute my little lemon tissue box is. It's fantastic. Alright, well that is it for today's video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave in the comments down below what you thought of my lovely tissue box holder, okay? I can officially call myself a paper crafter now. Kayla Bame Creations, crafting on a budget, paper crafter, part-time, YouTuber, full-time. But I'll see you guys back here next time. Peace.